There comes a moment in every life when you must decide. Will you continue to fantasize about the life you want, or will you rise and create it with your own hands? The graveyards of this world are filled with people who died with their dreams still inside them. Unwritten books, unbuilt empires, unsung songs, visions that never left the safety of imagination. Do not let that be your story. The world does not reward idle dreamers. It rewards those who act, those who dare, those who turn thought into reality. Stop dreaming. Start achieving. Every invention, every empire, every work of art that shaped humanity was born in the mind of someone who refused to let their vision remain just a dream. Edison did not sit idle wishing the light bulb into existence. He scorched his hands, burned through thousands of failed experiments, endured ridicule, and still pressed on until he wrestled light out of the darkness. Henry Ford did not simply fantasize about revolutionizing transportation. He fought through bankruptcy, betrayal, and disbelief until the assembly line became a reality. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination, that his dreams were foolish, that no one would believe in his vision of a magical kingdom. Yet today, millions walk through the gates of his dream made real. The difference between the dreamers who are forgotten and the achievers who are remembered lies in one word: action. Dreams are the spark, but action is the fire. Without action, dreams rot into regrets. Without action, vision dies with you. Your mind is powerful, but it was not designed for idle fantasies. It was designed to create, to build, to expand, to transform. The universe does not bend to wishful thinking. It bends to focused energy, consistent effort, and unwavering discipline. You are not here merely to imagine a better life. You are here to build it. Think of the farmer who stares at his barren field and dreams of a harvest. He can imagine golden crops swaying in the wind, but until he plows the earth, sows the seed, waters the soil, and endures the storms, there will be no harvest. Life works the same way. The seed is your dream, but it only grows through labor, persistence, and faith. And faith, real faith, is not passive. It is not merely hoping that tomorrow will be better. Faith is waking up at dawn, working when you don't feel like it, moving forward when no one believes in you, and knowing deep within your soul that your vision will become reality. Not because of luck, not because of chance, but because you refuse to quit. You must learn to silence the world. For the world will tell you to be realistic, to settle, to dream smaller. But realism is the death of greatness. The Wright brothers were told that human flight was impossible, a violation of natural law, and yet they ignored the mockery of men who had never left the ground. They took action, and the sky became a highway. Every time you delay, every time you tell yourself someday, you surrender a piece of your potential to mediocrity. Someday is a thief. Someday robs you of the life you could have lived. Someday steals your power. Stop giving your destiny away to someday. This moment, this breath, this day, it is all you truly have. The achievers understand this. They do not wait for a new year, a new week, a new chance. They seize the now. They sculpt their lives with the tools at hand, and they refine along the way. But hear me, this is not easy. To achieve requires sacrifice. You must give up comfort for progress. You must trade excuses for discipline. You must silence your doubts with action. And in this process, you will be tested. Life will not hand you success. It will demand proof of your commitment. It will throw obstacles at your path, critics in your ear, failures in your hands. But each trial is not meant to stop you. It is meant to forge you. Steel is only strong after it has been through the fire. Diamonds only shine after immense pressure. Greatness only emerges after struggle. If you want the crown, you must be willing to carry the weight. The path of achievement is carved by those who choose discipline over distraction. Discipline is the bridge between thought and reality, between desire and manifestation. Without it, talent rusts, potential fades, and dreams remain imprisoned in the mind. Look back through history. The men and women who rose to greatness were not always the most gifted, but they were the most disciplined. Abraham Lincoln was born in poverty, self-educated in the dim light of a cabin fire, and faced defeat after defeat in politics. Yet he trained his mind to endure, to keep showing up, to remain disciplined in his pursuit of a vision larger than himself, the preservation of a nation. When others would have surrendered, he pressed forward. That discipline transformed him from a failed lawyer into one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. It is the ability to command yourself instead of being enslaved by impulses. It is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Anyone can dream, but only the disciplined can rise early, focus deeply, practice relentlessly, and move consistently when the world tempts them with distraction. Think of an athlete preparing for the Olympic Games. The dream of standing on the podium may inspire them, but it is discipline, the hours of training, the sweat, the pain, the repetition, that shapes them into a champion. The applause of the crowd is earned in silence, in the unseen hours when no one is watching. The same is true for you. Your victories will not be won in the spotlight, but in the quiet moments when you choose to keep working, keep learning, keep building while others waste their time. You must become relentless with your time, ruthless with your focus, and unshakable in your discipline. But discipline alone is not enough. You must also have clarity. A ship without a compass may sail, but it drifts endlessly, carried by the tides. Clarity is the compass of achievement. It directs your energy, focuses your effort, and prevents you from scattering your power on trivial things. Ask yourself, what do you truly want? Not what others expect of you. Not what society tells you is safe. But deep within your soul, what vision burns? What life do you see when you close your eyes at night? That vision, that clear, specific, undeniable picture, is the target you must fix your eyes upon. Andrew Carnegie, the steel magnate who built an empire, once said that a man must fix his mind upon a single idea with such intensity that nothing can distract him. He was right. Concentrated effort, guided by clarity, is unstoppable. Water, when scattered, is harmless. But when directed through a narrow channel, it can cut through stone. Your mind works the same way. Clarity transforms dreams into blueprints. It takes vague desires and turns them into precise instructions for the subconscious mind. When you know exactly what you want, your brain begins to work like a magnet, pulling opportunities, people, and resources into your orbit. But clarity without courage is wasted. For the moment you decide what you want, fear will rise. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But remember this, fear is not your enemy. Fear is proof that you are aiming higher than your comfort zone. It is the border between the life you have and the life you desire. The great achievers were not fearless, they acted in spite of fear. When Henry Ford announced he would build a car for the common man, experts laughed. When Edison pursued electric light, critics scoffed. When Steve Jobs envisioned a device that would put 1,000 songs in your pocket, most thought it was impossible. Yet these men pressed forward, not because they were immune to fear, but because their vision was greater than their doubt. Fear will whisper in your ear, "What if you fail?" Answer it with action. Fear loses its grip when you move forward. It feeds on hesitation, but it starves in the presence of courage. And courage is not built in grand moments, it is built in daily choices. Every time you push past laziness, every time you silence excuses, every time you act when you feel uncertain, you are building the muscle of courage. And courage, combined with clarity, becomes an unstoppable force. So stop wandering. Stop scattering your energy across 1,000 meaningless pursuits. Choose your vision. Commit to it with clarity. Discipline yourself to chase it daily. And when fear comes, and it will walk straight through it. For on the other side of fear lies the life you have always imagined. Stop dreaming. Start achieving.